Thank you for watching the video.
Hold on to Usenet Pod and click on the weather. Sign up for your severe forecast alert.
And whenever dangerous weather is about to strike, you'll get a warning on your pager.
As cable premieres go south of the border to the location of the new HBO movie Double Cross.
Dude, does anyone even watch cable television anymore? I feel like it's all moved on to streaming services at this point, right?
We have two tales of terror and death to tell you tonight from two different parts of the world.
Authorities in Stockton are on the lookout for an arsonist who set 3 separate fires this morning.
Inside, small pine boxes.
Hawkins? Wait, Hawkins is a real place?
To be placed in cement.
Okay. I need to move my microphone so it's not like in the way of the captions. Disturbing things from around the internet. Sure. I remember watching these every day. Well, not every day. Every time they come out, legitimately straight as they come out. But I've recently not watched them as much, so I can actually record them for the stream. Which reminds me, chat, I do want to get back into streaming. Chat, if you want to be there when I start streaming again and be there to be in the chat live, there'll be a link downstairs or down in the comments.
Frontier full of wonder, discovery, and mystery. From 3D games engrossed in urban legends to some of the most disturbing archival insights into the human mind, the internet has it all. You just have to venture out a bit to find its dark side.
MySpace.com. Some of these are ancient, man.
In the early days of YouTube, a channel entered the digital space. It was titled MOSB46PGH, and it served as a hub for home videos uploaded by a man named George Sadini.
Okay, George Sadini. Write it down, chat. Write it down.
But we'll get to why later. What we need to know now is that this man lived a seemingly simple life, sharing videos of him talking to the camera and giving his viewers an inside look into his home. It is, by every measure, a product of early YouTube. A reminder of an era in which content was much simpler.
Is this what YouTube used to look like?
Than it is today.
Chat, this layout is 8. I mean, the right side is still like, look, they still have clickbait in old YouTube. That's crazy. But like, this is 8 over here.
While at a cursory glance, nothing about George's content seems all that strange. It's when we really begin to dissect what exactly it is that he says and alludes to, where things become.
I don't know if you can hear or see it. Weird. I keep chomping my teeth, which is really bad for my teeth. I already chipped this tooth over here. I don't know if you can see it.
I paid $79,000 for this in 1996. That's considered a lot, believe it or not. Okay, we're approaching the door.
224 Baker Street. Well, no, 24.
Open it up. Oh, someone left it unlocked. That's not good. Inside, okay. Here's my big screen TV.
32 inches, dude. That must have been massive back in the day. 32 inches.
Let me pan out a little bit.
First off, you may be noticing a pattern here.
He has this office set up right next to the front door.
To the allure of his personal items. He states his vehicle's price. He shows us his 32-inch big screen TV, and it's become clear that this video is meant to boast. But why?
Pan out a little bit. Computer is connected to the stereo, which I listen to my MP3s and everything else. Pan to the other side. Speakers on each side are large. They double as end tables.
Oh shit! He has an own studio, chat.
The woman will really be impressed.
Like a own theater with the fucking subwoofers and shit.
There's some reading material that we're all familiar with.
Office. Wait, what are these books? All material with?
Familiar with?
No. I don't know what the fuck those are. I need some cursing.
Here, there's some reading material.
Date young women that fat men over 85, 35. Office politics? No, I don't know these books at all.
Familiar with? Come out here through the dining room.
Chat, this is just he's just giving us a fucking empty cribs, MTV cribs.
Dining room set.
Also, this house is tiny.
Sadini pans down to his table at
that dining room is minuscule.
Being impressed, to which we can see a stack of documents and 2 curious novels. How to Date Young Women for Men Over 35.
Oh,
in
for
Body
men.
Language Secrets. Interesting. As we continue to scan through his videos, it
Oh
becomes
shit.
abundantly
Okay, look,
clear that
chat.
George
He has like a small inside, but his backyard's fucking massive. His front yard and backyard is massive. I don't understand Americans and the American dream to have a massive backyard and a massive front yard. Honestly, I think it's a waste of space. I think the part of the housing crisis that we have right now is the fact that we have these massive ass back and front yards that we just don't need. I think that if we just cut out back and front yards, we could fit in double the amount of houses. We could also build them closer together so we can actually fit like more houses on the sides too. Compartmentalize, you know, make it more like Japan, I guess. Oh wait, they could have little backyards, like a little 10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet backyard. You know, it's like a little. I don't know. I think backyards are stupid. I don't think people have backyards. I never even go into my fucking backyard. It's like, I don't know, half an acre. It's however big backyards are, but I never even go back there. My front yard, I barely use it.
George carries an undying fixation towards women. He's a man who hasn't been with
who
a partner
doesn't?
in God knows how
I
long,
don't.
and he seems to be persistently trying and failing at dating women much younger than he. It's clear that he's faced rejection multiple times
Chad,
before.
he looks pretty good. If he just went for someone who's his age, he'd probably snag someone quickly. But people don't want that. They don't want someone their age.
Evident
They
by
want
his
the
books
young
and lack
cream of the crop.
awareness that monetary wealth doesn't necessarily equate to attractiveness. In essence, these videos show that he's painfully out of touch. And while he would only ever upload just 2 videos to his channel during its short tenure, he would later crop up in other areas across the net.
Oh? How so?
Throughout the years, George would carve out his own little corner of the internet. He would host a website called georgesodini.com, and at first glance, it's most of what you'd expect from an early 2000s website. It carries a simple layout, his name and location, various photos from his life. It was a humble virtual abode that resembled the countless other personal websites out there, and for a while, there was never anything suspect about it.
Lava venue?
Curiously though, sometime in 2008, a new webpage would silently crop up. And it's a simple link, titled Life or Death. My birth and death dates. Take a guess.
Interesting.
For any
There's no way Nexpo bought an actual old CRT
this might
monitor for
come
this.
off as some sort of random guessing game. Admittedly, the internet had seen much weirder shit by this point in time. However, I wanted to bring up this page specifically because the date of death question here actually contains a correct answer. You see, George Sodini isn't exactly a good person. And what lies behind this otherwise simple question is a glance into the mind of a man deeply disturbed. George, by this point, was planning something, and not a single person who knew him had any idea.
Chat, is he planning to go like Death by Cop?
On the night of August 4th, 2009, George had made his way to the LA Fitness in Allegheny County, Pennsylvania. Earlier that day, he had visited twice to look around. Yet this time, he had something with him.
Not the LA Fitness.
He entered the gym with a duffel bag at 7:56 p.m. And after checking in, he made his way to the gym studio that was in the midst of kicking off their nightly aerobics class. Thereafter, he
Aerobics?
walked
Women?
in, cut the lights, grabbed 2 9mm pistols, and fired 36 shots into the crowd.
Chat. What? I don't know if we can use that word anymore. The I word in cells. I don't know if we can use that word anymore, right?
Screams echoed.
Someone tell me in the comments, but why is it always them, chat?
Began to flee in a frenzy.
I don't understand.
Nobody ever expects this.
No, I can't get it. I can't understand like not being able to get a relationship making you want to commit mass murder.
And during the next few seconds, he holds it to his head and takes his own life.
Oh shit.
Police left the scene here at the LA Fitness in Collier Township, just outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the early morning hours today. They have been investigating a shooting that took place shortly after 8 o'clock on Tuesday. They say a man walked into an aerobics classroom where more than 20 people were taking a class and opened fire.
That night, 3 women had died and 9 others were injured in what can only be described
he fired 36 shots and only killed 3 people.
Violence that I have ever read
Maybe
about.
he shouldn't have turned off the lights. Let's be honest.
Young adults, mother,
if he didn't turn off the lights, he probably have like 100 out of 100 accuracy. He probably got in all of them, right? He gave himself a handicap.
And fathers were all there just to.
Actually, no, I shouldn't be laughing. I shouldn't be laughing about this. It's fucked.
Physically fit. Yet it was all shattered by an intensely depraved man.
That's how he looks like?
Like we touched on, all of this was premeditated long before it happened.
Okay, no, I'm sorry, Chuck. He was cooked.
Tragedy,
he was
August
cooked.
4th of 2009 would, as you'd expect, unlock an entirely new and secret layer of Stoutzenberger's website. Why do this to young girls? Just read below. Moving into Christmas again.
Long.
Girlfriend since 1984. Last Christmas with Pam was in 1983. Who knows why? I'm not too ugly or too weird. No sex since July of 1990 either.
No sex since July 19. Okay, that'll drive me to. Okay, it's like I'm just kidding, Chad. It's not gonna drive me to murder, but Jan, that's a fucking long time. That is a really long time.
18 years ago.
Wait, but you've done it like 50, 75 times? I don't know, man.
For months, George objectified and chronicled his struggles with women. He expressed a growing frustration with how he couldn't get them to like him. He documents his pent-up rage and hatred towards those that could find love. And he even mulls over his so-called exit plan for nearly a year. I took off today, Monday, and tomorrow to practice my routine and make sure it's well polished. I need to work out every detail. There's only one shot.
This guy was logging. I think it was because monologuing to himself.
Successful. I haven't had a drink since Friday at about 2:30. Total effort needed. Tomorrow is the big day. I talked to my neighbor today, who's very positive and upbeat. I need to remain focused and absorbed completely. Last time I tried this in January, I chickened out. Let's see how this approach works.
When you talk to their families and their friends, you can see their sadness, feel their grief, and that inability to understand why this happened. But each also felt as if their loved ones deserved not to be remembered for the way they died, but for how they lived.
Respectable.
On that fateful night, the lives of Heidi Overmeyer, Elizabeth Gannon, and Jody Billingsley were needlessly ripped from them.
Jody Billingsley. I know someone with the last name Billingsley. I know someone with the last name Billingsley. But they live in Florida.
It's horrifying to think that something as simple as a workout can turn into a situation so deadly, and I cannot even fathom the panic that unfolded thereafter. George Stoutzenberger was a man who carried unbridled hatred and jealousy, and looking into his website and YouTube channel gives us an eerie glance into his life.
Okay, let's be honest. $20 at the strip club. I mean, $100 on the street. I don't just use Match.com, man. Fucking use OkCupid at Match.com or Grindr. Fuck it. Hey, switch to the other team if you're that desperate. But this isn't the answer. That's not the answer. Let's be honest.
I truly hope that today the victims' families are holding up okay, although I cannot even imagine the void that's been left in all of their hearts. Never again will this monster walk the earth, though, and I hope that at the very least, grants them a sliver of solace.
Yeah, I don't know, chat. Sometimes you gotta lower your expectations. Like, you can't shoot for the fucking moon all the time. Even if you have confidence, shooting for the moon doesn't work all the time. But there's people out there like there's people who you would expect to not be able to pick someone out, and they still get someone. Like Steve Buscemi probably has a wife, okay, and look at him. Like, you gotta lower your expectations sometimes, or you gotta just find someone who's gonna like you for who you are. Maybe he didn't even look that bad in one of his pictures. The other picture looked pretty bad, but he's probably just a weirdo. He's probably just weird. Nexpo broadcast system.
Alright guys, before we continue, I'd like to talk about tonight's video sponsor,
Incogni. Chat, Incogni, please sponsor me.
But just last month,
ExpressVPN, Incogni,
one of the largest credit bureaus in the world,
NordVPN,
massive
something
data breach,
just
inadvertently exposing
I need
social
money.
security numbers, addresses, names, and phone numbers of over 4.4 million Americans.
Even the ad though.
Devastating earthquakes can and do happen all over the world. But here in the United States, we can greatly reduce fatalities by being prepared. And that can start with understanding earthquakes themselves.
Everybody loves a good time. Whether you're young or old, the excitement of enjoying yourself is a special part of life.
Major earthquake. Okay, so it's gonna be like an earthquake thing. Never give up. Never surrender.
It's a homeland rivalry. The Oakland A's are visiting the San Francisco Giants for Game 3 of the World Series, and the crowd is, understandably, fired up. At the helm of the ABC Sports broadcast that day are sports commentators Al Michaels and Tim McCarver.
AI Michaels!
The pair opened the day by going through stats and predictions for the upcoming game. For the entire opening sequence, everything seemed to be business as usual. That is, until they're met with an unexpected surprise.
Second base, so the Oakland A's take. I'll tell you what, we're having an
At this moment, a magnitude 6.9 earthquake tears through San Francisco.
6.9 is pretty high, isn't it?
Go off air and sending millions into panic.
Emergency Center, what are you reporting? There's a major gas leak on Freedom Boulevard. Okay, where's the leak coming from?
Oh shit, that's massive.
Regarding the earthquake, I'm wondering,
do you need police, fire, ambulance, sir? Emergency Center, what are you reporting?
a house on fire.
What's on fire? What's on fire?
A house.
What's the address?
All we know is it's at the end of Comstock Field Road, which runs on the
It seemed to come out of nowhere. No warning, no signs, not even a single indication that the lives of millions would be changed in an instant. That day, the San Andreas Fault ruptured, causing a catastrophic earthquake called Loma Prieta. It was evoked by the Pacific Plate pushing vertically up and northwestward for a length of 6 entire feet at the epicenter. And while, on paper, it doesn't sound like a massive number, The damage it left behind spanned in the range of billions.
See, I want to move to like the West Coast shop, but I'm so scared of fucking earthquakes.
The
and
San
shit.
Francisco Bay Bridge split before drivers' eyes, and shopping malls and housing complexes crumbled to ruin.
We have an unofficial word, or it perhaps is official now. 7 people, we know 7 people have died in this crash, including the one, or in this quake rather, collapsed on people in automobiles. And there is one other death too, perhaps one on the Bay Bridge when that section of it collapsed. But here trying to
Jesus Christ, earthquakes do a lot of damage, don't they? Holy shit.
Panic as well. And this, if it indeed is the big one that we've heard so much about, and people trying to do whatever they can to stop the fire, but
they help the grandma out.
On the Nimitz Freeway, there once stood a section of road called the Cypress Street Viaduct. It was
I've never heard of this
concourse, and when it was built, over 160,000 vehicles reportedly passed over it every single day.
Jesus.
Because of this section of highway resulted in the most severe casualties in the entire city.
Chat, is that still there? Is that still a geographical thing?
Deaths happened here, seemingly out of nowhere.
42 deaths.
Without even a second to react that day, the upper deck collapsed downward, crushing the cars
Holy
on the lower
shit.
level and causing a myriad of crashes above them.
Yeah, no, I can see. I can totally
left behind, with people, lives, families, children being helplessly trapped in a predicament like this is absolutely heartbreaking.
So do you think that's still there? Like, what if there's another accident? Will they keep that there? Or not an accident, what if there's another earthquake? Is there a gun on the front of it? What is that?
That day, nearly 4,000 landslides, a tsunami, 3,757 injuries, and 63 deaths were caused by this sudden catastrophe. And the most haunting part is, that number, paradoxically, would have been so much higher were the World Series not happening. Reportedly, rush hour traffic was not nearly as high as normal, since thousands left work early to watch the game at home.
Jeez, they dodged a bullet.
Instead, like they otherwise would have been, then the outcome of this earthquake may have been even worse than reality. To this day, Loma Prieta stands as the 3rd costliest earthquake in U.S. history, and in its wake are thousands of families that were uprooted forever. While the city has since banded together and rebuilt reinforced structures in preparation for the inevitable next one, the harrowing events that took place back then will undoubtedly live on in infamy. The broadcasts, home videos...
This does not help me wanting to... This does not help make it easier for me to want to move to San Fran.
Can really be.
Maybe I'll move to Seattle instead.
Tornadoes, earthquakes, blizzards, what have you. Humanity is, and always will be, at the painful mercy of nature.
Mother Nature's a fucking unforgiving mistress.
Could you use up to $800?
No, I can't.
Find it at BioLife. Up to $800 is waiting for you.
Are there people in your life that exemplify the essence of courage to you? What about for fearful children who just need an extra push?
And everything is fine.
Yeah, don't be afraid. It's going to be okay. I think it's great.
Chat, I'm getting tired of using this wheelchair as like my regular chair. It's getting annoying. I keep rolling back and forth, and I just want to stay still. I guess a rolling chair would still make me roll, but not as much as a wheelchair.
Jacob and Sarah Henderson have just put down their 5- and 7-year-old daughters to bed.
Oh, I thought they put them down like they put them like a dog.
Wind down.
What the fuck?
Like any other. The family has lived here nestled in the small town of Maybank, Texas for years, and while they overall seemed content, Jacob had begun noticing something off. Sarah, for the past 2 weeks, has been having strange episodes. She seems to be scared of something, like someone stalking her.
Debt collectors, the IRS.
Getting worse. Out of nowhere, Sarah breaks the silence of this otherwise ordinary night, again freaking out about something inexplicable. And so, worried for his wife and hopeful that the two could get some help, Jacob dials 911, seemingly at his wit's end.
Oh shit. 911 call.
CMS, this is Patricia.
Yes, ma'am. I was wondering if I could get somebody to come out here and check my wife out.
Okay, tell me exactly what's going on.
My wife, she's like, I don't know, something's going on with her.
Okay.
Don't tell me she kills the kids, man.
What's going on? The symptoms?
Like she's freaking out like somebody's out to get her.
Okay, give us just one moment.
Because she won't listen to me. You won't talk to me.
Don't hang up. Stay on the line with me, okay?
So?
I'm good. I'm good.
No, you're not.
Yes, I'm good. I'm okay.
You're not good.
Okay, are you with the patient now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how old is the patient?
29.
Is she awake? Okay, I promise.
Yes, ma'am.
Is she breathing?
Yes, ma'am. She's saying she's alright now. She's saying she's fine now.
Okay, we can still have them come out and check her out, okay? Okay, does she have a weapon?
No, ma'am.
Where is she right now?
Right here in front of me.
I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line. I'll tell you exactly what to do next. If it's safe to do so, observe her continuously. If it's safe to do so, protect her from herself.
What, did you only tell the paramedics to go after and not before?
Okay, well, like I said, she said she's fine now.
Okay, well, they're still on their way and they can check her out when they get there, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Why is it doing that clicking? Why is there tick, 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 tick clicking? Is it on an old tape? Oh, maybe it's on an old tape recorder, and that's why. That would not make sense for them to tape record every call. It has to be digital.
As we could hear, Sarah had a sudden change in demeanor. Whatever strange behavior she was exhibiting before this call had vanished. She was fine, she claimed, and this whole fiasco was nothing but a big misunderstanding. Everything is fine. Jacob jolts awake, and something is wrong. His wife isn't next to him. They're screaming in the next room. And once he comes to,
don't tell me,
into his darkened living room, he's met with a scene straight out of a nightmare.
Hi, distress chat. If you have like issues or something, don't skip. I'll put a number up here so you guys don't watch or listen to this.
Henderson County 911.
Yes. My wife just shot her kid.
Okay, is this Jacob?
Yes.
Okay, what is your wife's name?
She's trying to commit that now. She's trying to choke herself.
Why do you keep grabbing your neck?
What is her name, sir?
Sarah Henderson.
Sarah Henderson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And how old are the children?
They're fucking dead. What do you mean how old they are? It doesn't matter. Just send police out. What is this? What is the point of these stupid questions?
In the bedroom?
Huh?
Are they in the bedroom, sir?
No, they're in the living room.
They're in the living room and they're not breathing?
No.
Were you home when she did this, or did you just get home?
I was asleep.
You were asleep?
Yes.
And you have the weapon now, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I got it.
Okay.
Sorry, girls.
Are there any other weapons in the house?
Yes.
Okay. Does she have access to them, or are you keeping her from doing that?
No, I'm trying to.
Okay, sir, we do have help on the way, okay? We have an ambulance headed that way, as well as officers, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you need to...
No.
Okay.
Why did I do that, babe? I don't know.
She's not...
What do you mean, why did I do that?
What's going on here, Jay? Nothing's going on. That's why I tried telling you. She keeps saying somebody's after her. There's nobody after her. There's nothing. She keeps saying people are coming. There's nobody even here. What? What, babe? Nothing. Nothing. I'm lost, babe.
I'm still here, Jacob, okay?
Yes. Stop.
Looks like the officers may be pulling up right now. Do you see them outside?
Check me. They're here.
Okay, well, I'll let you go now, okay, so you can open the door.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
That's just is she
Shocking case,
mentally
a mother in
gone?
jail right now, accused of killing her two young daughters. One little girl was 7, the other just 5. The shooting happened this morning 62 miles southeast of Dallas, outside the town of Payne Springs. Rebecca Lopez is there with details.
That night, Sarah Henderson had taken the lives of her two daughters, Kaylee and Kinley. And throughout this call, we can hear her stating things that make no sense at all. She asks her husband why she didn't. She inquires on what's happening. It seems at first that she had no idea what exactly she had just done. Following this call, Sarah Henderson was arrested and charged at the Henderson County Jail with capital murder after confessing to the crime. Because of her erratic behavior, she was placed on suicide watch.
Maybe she was trying to, maybe she was talking crazy to try to get the insanity plea.
However, during her interrogation, she admitted something that gave authorities pause. It's unclear if she ever truly thought that someone was out to get her that night, because as it turned out, she admitted to having premeditated the entire thing.
She premeditated!
For 2 whole weeks, Sarah had planned to take the lives of her children. Children who were oblivious, who were going to school, playing outside, who had no idea that their lives would end on that fateful night. Since this incident, Jacob Henderson has divorced Sarah, who remains locked away in prison.
Understandable.
Life behind bars and has no possibility ever.
Good. Holy shit.
According to one of their family members, the loss of Kaylee and Kinley will forever pain them because things like this don't just go away. These kids loved their mother and likely did until the moment she ripped their lives from them. A loss like this doesn't heal with time, they claimed. Our family is broken.
I don't know how you can just. I don't know how you could sit there for a long time and premeditate killing your own children. It just makes no sense. It goes against the basic laws of nature. Realistically, like, especially for the mother, like, Jesus Christ. I know. I mean, there's animals out there that kill their own children, but like, it's just like, it makes no sense. You're supposed to. I don't know. She's fucked. She's fucked, man. Jesus Christ. Dude, old YouTube looks so weird.
It's November 11th of 2009, and a YouTube channel is born.
Dr. Nick allows. I couldn't read it. It was way too blurry.
It belonged to a 19-year-old man named Nick Stoutzenberger, and it had a simple premise. Nick would upload a handful of seemingly random videos, a room tour, random skits, vlogs from his daily life.
There I go, bolting off to answer the phone. Really bad with action poses, as you can tell. Maybe I should have put some action lines like whoosh, 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 but...
Interestingly, Nick was an eccentric character. He constantly went on record about how poor his living conditions were, much to his own doing. He would never brush his teeth.
Oh.
He would never shower. He hated his parents, and everything about his life seemed entirely parasitical.
Even I brush my teeth. Look at these.
What? Alright, I'm trying to film the cat. Morris.
Throughout his videos, we would learn that Nick had a half-sister named Amber, someone who he'd play games and have stick fights with. And while it's a bit strange for someone his age to be having stick fights, it would pale in comparison to his online activity before and after.
Please don't tell me he like fucking essays them or kills them. Come on. Please. Can we just have one person that doesn't kill their baby sister or something?
I lost a lot of weight recently, and none of my clothes fit right anymore. But my Stitch Fix stylist, Stephanie, she...
A few years prior, Nick would correspond with a girl he met online named Anna.
Okay.
Having connected through a role-playing forum, the two had begun dating in 2006, constantly chatting about their personal lives and engaging in role-playing. Curiously though,
like
as months went on and Nick's trust in Anna had grown, he would eventually admit something equal parts disgusting and illegal.
Oh my god. Do not the little sister. Wait. Don't tell me this is what I think it is. ... Who was it? Nick? OMG, come on, I'm getting excited. ... Warning level? What is a warning level? It's AIM? Dude, it's ancient technology. Ah, okay. God damn it, Dr. fucking Disrespect. Oh, no, not Dr. Disrespect, I'm sorry. EDP.
You see, Nick had extremely depraved interests and a self-admitted attraction to children.
Oh
I can't show you every message here, But on this day,
I don't want to see every message, I'll be honest.
Sexually assaulting his half-sister, Amber. Keep
It was
in mind
Amber,
that
wasn't
this
it?
was the same girl he had stick fights with. The same girl who he can be seen
Yeah, one-sided sword fight, probably.
Video.
Okay,
Nick
okay, that's fucked.
Stoutzenberger is a predator, and his victim was living directly under the same roof as he.
And the girls just chill with it. She's just like, it was, she's like, oh my God, I'm getting excited. It was Amber, wasn't it? Is she okay?
Word spread throughout Nick's circle fast. One by one, his girlfriend Anna and everyone acquainted with him would sever ties from him.
Okay, good.
And
Okay,
Anna
good.
would even hand this chat log to the police. Yet it would, frustratingly, lead nowhere. On his website, called Tales of the Nick, he would chronicle this chapter of his life, along with just about every other thought.
P.S. So long story. And also the only way I know how to. Oh my God, he can't even spell it to tell it. So there's like 2 days I read something I was supposed to do, not like legally or morally. I just wasn't supposed to. I don't know. Anyways, I was reading this thing and it said something has happened. No, I'm hoping it was a lie and thing didn't actually happen. That it was put there statistically in case I found it. Plus, a close trusted friend has assured me numerous times over 3 years that it's a lie and they have proof of this. I still don't know what to make of this, as both of them have been cool over all these years. And I read about another thing along with just about every other thought. Oh, that's a caption. Okay.
It's popped into his mind for years. And on a multitude of his journal entries, we can spot him expressing disdain for being ostracized by everyone that knew him. Even so, none of this bothered him more.
Why is it so hard to believe that I'm actually in love and not a creepy lime talker?
Than being cut off by the one person that mattered to him most. And that was...
So, just wondering here, is this the reason why you don't want me to read your live journal? Somehow, I don't think you've been writing anything containing major revelations, and even if you were, I still don't see why I can't read them. Can you, like, unfriends only your blog, please?
Anna.
He graduated high school, at least,
Over
yeah.
the next few years, began to mention Anna more and more. In fact, he grew an eerie obsession over her, penning post after post about how she's his wife, how he's holding out hope that the two would get back together, and even going forth to create a blog dedicated specifically to her.
The Legend of Anna.
Entirely fed up and at her wit's end, Anna would disparage Nick on her own blog in April of...
Ooh. It's times like this I wish Nick would count as justifiable. I can't even assume what these words are. No, I will not kill myself. I am not... I am not really a stalker. Alright. Continue to call me one. You should probably kill yourself. You found my personal effing information without my permission. Last time I checked, to qualify as a stalking. One of your reasons you're hitting me. Okay.
2009, expressing how creepy it is that Nick is going to such intense lengths to dig up her personal information, and how he deserves to have been cut off by everyone online. Even so, Nick not once ever found anything wrong with his behavior. He found nothing wrong with his open attraction towards those...
Forgive me for having fucked up fetishes, because I checked there was no law against that. Yes, there is. There is a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot.
Give consent.
People get life and a shanking in the shower for that kind of shit.
To his little sister, behind closed doors. Effectively, this little girl was trapped, and for a while, it seemed like no one could do a single thing.
I hope she...
about it.
Not again to say, but I hope she fights back and, ends him.
It wouldn't be until 2015 when authorities would finally give this case the attention it deserves.
2008? That's like 7 years later.
Was called in to the Manor Township Police about a sexual assault.
2008, 2009, 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
But rather, from Amber. His half-sister, a girl victimized by Nick for nearly a decade, had silently gathered evidence against him. And on April 30th, Nick Stoutzenberger would be arrested on 3 counts of indecent assault of a child and 1 count of involuntary deviant intercourse with a child. Reportedly, the situation inside their home was so bad.
Oh, he only did it. Okay, so he only did it between 2000 and 2000. He only did it like a few times. Not that it's any fucking better, but I'm surprised he didn't keep going, considering they're living in the same house. That's
that the assaults date back to when this girl was only 6 years old.
Dude, she wasn't fucking conscious she's even being yet. She doesn't gain sentience at that point.
And sentenced to 16 and a half to 40 years in prison. Since then, he's
16 and a half to 40. It should be life
each time.
16 and a half to 40? It should be life. What the fuck? What do you mean 16 and a half to 40?
Of one's childhood. That is the only way I can describe the situation that Amber found herself ensnared in. The mental and emotional torments that Nick Stoutzenberger unleashed upon her life had decimated what were supposed to be her formative years. And for the rest of her life, she'll have to carry this weight with her.
Is that what he looks like now? To go into guidelines, many details have been omitted from Nick's chapter. The reality of Amber's life is tragic, yet we have only seen the tip of the iceberg. Jesus Christ. Is this where we're going to plug his Patreon tab? Eligible 2031. I'm actually surprised. I'm actually more surprised that he hasn't been, like, killed or something. Like, don't they usually, like, get people that do stuff like that in prison? Don't they usually, like, just like, yo, we got a dirty one, and then they fucking shake them in the showers or something? For him to survive almost 40 years in, not 40, 20 years in prison at this point? Oh, 10 years so far, actually, because he got arrested in 2015, and it's not 2025, so 10 years.
The World Wide Web is vast, and within its darkest corners awaits some of the most unnerving content out there. I'll see you in the next one. I love you all. And good night.
Good night to you too, Nexpo. That was a good chat. That was a good video, chat. I like Nexpo's content. Chat, if you enjoyed that video, make sure you go. Chat, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to go check out Nexpo. I don't know if you guys would want me to keep doing stuff like this, react to other YouTuber stuff that's related to horror in some way, shape, or form. If you do, let me know in the comment section below, or let me know by liking the video or subscribing. You know, it all helps. But yeah, I'll leave the link to this original video down in the video below. I did cut out one chapter, so you should go watch his video to see what that chapter was. But that is all. Thank you all for watching, and good night.